Hey guys, welcome to another video from Overbite Gaming, and today I am taking a look at Lawn Mowing Simulator. It sounds exciting, doesn't it? And I'm not going to lie, it's not exciting. You'll see from the footage in the background that it is just mowing a lawn with a ride-on mower. But it's one of those games, man. It's one of those games that just flips a switch in my brain, like House Flipper, or either of the truck simulator games. Just flips a switch in my brain. I mean, I can't drive, but like Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator, they're like crack. I hate decorating. I hate DIY. But House Flipper is fun as hell. I put altogether far too many hours into that. And this is another one. I hate gardening. Can't stand it. My fiance does it all. Hate it with a passion. I'd rather have our garden concreted over entirely than actually garden. But for some reason, doing it on the PC in this game is actually really fun, and I want to say therapeutic almost. It's just like this chill experience. I mean, you are on a timer, but that's only sort of based on payouts and stuff. I'm probably jumping the gun and getting ahead of myself there, but it's just zen for me. Just going through and like mowing the grass and making a complete mess of it. I mean, it's the most untidy lawn you'll ever see. There's lines everywhere, but whatever. I suck. That's why I don't do it in real life, right? So what is the game? The game is you start out with a ride-on mower, a cheap one, and just you go around mowing people's lawns for money. And then you upgrade your HQ, which will allow you to have a space for another mower, and then you can hire a second person and have them go and do jobs as well, and then earn more money and get better mowers and more people and better HQs that house more mowers, and it just goes on and on and on. And the mowing itself is quite nicely done. I mean, I've never used a ride-on mower. I've used like a push mower under protest. That's about as far as I've gone. But I know now what a mulcher is. So it like cuts up the grass, so it doesn't have to pick anything up because it just cuts it all so finely. It's not grass anymore. It's just like dust. And then you have a collector mower, which makes more sense to me. I think I'd rather have like the detritus not littered all over the lawn personally. And when you go to a property, you have to do a quick sort of walkthrough, so there'll be like items on the grass that you have to go and pick up. I haven't actually tried not picking them up. I'm assuming it would damage your mower if you were to go over them without doing so. You do damage parts of your mower, like you can bump into things or go over stuff that you shouldn't be going over with your blades. You can stress the engine out too much. I don't know if it's just in the game or whether ride-on mowers are really as temperamental in real life. But if you're mowing and driving at the same time, the engine does not like it. Oh no, you get a bit of an incline or a bit of a tough bit of cutting to do. And yeah, that engine redlines. And you're like, oh okay, I'll slow it down a bit. Slow it down a bit. Stop your engine blowing up. And the longer you're in the red, basically the more damage your engine gets. So you really have to keep an eye on it, and it's a bit of a, on some areas where you're mowing at least, it's a bit of a stop-starty sort of thing. I would definitely recommend playing it with a controller because it's entirely analog on the keyboard, obviously, so you can't sort of feather the throttle. You have to, so if you're going red line, you can't just slow down, you have to stop while using the keyboard. So definitely use a controller with like, so your triggers are your throttles, so you can just come off it a little bit and sort of keep your engine still going while still actually mowing, which is cool. I mean, there's not a whole bunch to say about it. You're just literally mowing people's gardens, and graphically it's quite nicely done. It's, you know, it's not going to be winning awards, but it's certainly not ugly. It's pleasant to look at. Some of the grass can be a little bit tough to see. I mean, I would expect like a little patch of grass that's still there to be slightly easier to see, but you do have a button you can press which highlights all the uncut grass in white. And it's just super fun, super chill. and something I've put more hours than I really should have into, and I probably will put even more hours into, which I'm kind of okay with, if I'm honest. It is done by a company called Skyhook Games. They're the developer. I'll just double check. Let's see what else they've done. Have they done anything else? Oh, they have actually. In fact, they've done something that I should play more to get a review up on, and that's The Ascent. So this is the boys that did The Ascent. Spoilers, it's pretty damn good. They've also done Peaky Blinders and Narcos games. They've actually done quite a lot, according to this. Yeah, so it's currently on sale. It's 15% off for the launch window. But its regular price is like 25 quid. Which, you know, as much as I like the game and I would recommend people picking it up, I think unless you're the kind of player that is just looking for like a chill experience of mowing lawns and knowing you're not going to get like a thrilling narrative or next gen anything, then I probably wouldn't get it for 25. But if you're like me with that weird switch that in your brain where stuff like this just rubs your parts in just the right way, then yeah, 25 quid is fine. Because you'll be spending a whole bunch of hours in it. Whole bunch of hours. I should really do something on House Flipper. I love that game. I haven't got the VR one though, because that seems rather too close to housework. Rather than just doing it with a mouse actually sort of wiping virtual walls. No, too much like housework. Don't like housework. But I'll hold my mouse down on a stain, but I won't like rub it with a fucking virtual sponge. Anyway, guys, that is my review. It's only a short one because it's about mowing lawns. There's not a whole bunch to say about that, but you mow lawns and it's zen and fun, and I like it. Okay, guys, take it easy. Let me know down below. Do you have that game? Do you have that game where, in theory, it sounds like the most bobbins game in the history of the world, that you're kind of like, yeah, I've put like 306 hours into that. I have no idea why, but I'll probably play it again tonight. That kind of game. Let me know down below what yours is, because I find that fascinating. I really do. It's like a game that I should hate, that is totally out of whack with my real life, but I like it. It's just weird. Or is it just me being weird? I don't know. Probably both. Probably both. Anyway, guys, take it easy, and I'll catch you next week.